Welcome back to another episode of Silent Pals Go to the Movies. Today, I will be reviewing the movie Shazam, Fury of the Gods. So just a fair warning, there's going to be spoilers up ahead, so you've been warned. This film continues the story of teenager Billy Batson, who upon reciting the magical word Shazam, is transformed into his adult superhero alter ego, Shazam. So let's begin with my first pro. Let's talk about the actors that really stood out, and they are Jack Dylan Grazer as Freddie Freeman and Helen Mirren as Hespera. Yes, the movie is about Shazam, who is played by Zachary Levi, and Asher Angel as Billy Batson. But unlike the previous movie, here we have Asher trying to be more like Zachary Levi, which is a good thing. This way we can actually digest that both actors are the same, and unlike in the first movie, we saw them as separate entities. But I would give the spot for the best performance to Freddie and Hespera. They really sold the movie for me, and I felt that it was more focused on Freddie than actually Billy Batson. Next point is the fact that this movie revolves around Billy feeling he was losing his family that he had come to bond with from the first movie, and then now he has a fear of losing them. And in a sense, we also have the battles between his family, the Shazam family, and the Daughters of Atlas. So in a sense, it's a movie about battles between families. Next point is it was really nice to see Michael Gray as the bystander. Michael played Billy Batson in the live TV show Shazam in the 70s. And in this movie, he was dressed as the same character as back in the show. And he also called Shazam by his original name, Captain Marvel. I guess I am a sucker for these sort of cameos, and I really appreciated that. And with that, I move on to my cons. Even though I thought the performance of Asher was good in this film, I just didn't see much of him, but we actually saw more of Zachary Levi as Shazam, and that also goes for the superheroes versions of all the Shazam family. I think they should have had more scenes of them as kids so we can actually see them making decisions and errors and see them more as human children with the ability to change into adult superheroes versus adult superheroes acting as children in the movie. Does this make sense? I mean, it felt weird to see them in the Rock of Eternity in their superhero forms and acting like kids versus kids being there trying to be superheroes. Next point, this movie was a standalone movie that didn't have any ties to the actual DC extended universe, but still dropped hints and had the cameo of Wonder Woman. It's not bad, but I felt it was a weird kind of flex that they had to do to remind audience that this was the same universe as the previous DC movies. But here is the thing, if this film mentions and has Wonder Woman, does that mean that she is not going to be recasted in the following DC movies? But Shazam also mentions the Flash, Aquaman, and Batman. So is he mentioning Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck? Or is he referring to the new cast that might be recasted? Because right now that is a bit confusing where the DC universe stands. Also, the ending credits with the Justice Society name drop, which connects this movie to Black Adam, that is also kind of a weird way to segue into that movie. So yeah, sort of not a really straight answer from DC here at the end of the movie with the cameos and the end credit scenes. Just hope this is not a soft reboot and that the Flash movie straightens out all the questions I have right now. Last point was the story. There was a lack of the rest of the Shazam family members. The only thing I saw was when they added that Pedro actually came out to the family, but not much more from the rest of the members. I would have liked it if each of them, they wanted to do things on their own, and that is why Billy felt that he needed to be the glue to keep them together and not let them go off on their own to do their own things, and therefore making Freddie feel smothered and wanting to fly solo. Maybe have a scene of Zachary Levi alone talking to Steve the Magical Pin in the Rock of Eternity and pouring out his soul and eventually transforming to Billy and showing how scared he is of losing them and to be alone again with no family. This could have been the way of driving it home to show us that he's acting as an overprotective parent for a reason. Just a side story for each member, and then at the end of the movie them overcoming it with the power of family bond, sort of the inside joke again towards the Fast and the Furious. So my grade for this movie is going to be a 5.5 out of 10. I just feel that this movie won't add anything to the future DC movies other than having Shazam be in other films. I mean only Billy, not the whole Shazam family, since he will be in the future Justice Society movie. I did like the cameo of Michael, the original Shazam from the TV show, but still the lack of flow and lack of information, such as Mary telling the parents that if they bought the house, as if it was something important for them to let the children stay after leaving the foster system. I feel that this could have been an important plot for her and Billy to be scared of dropping out of the system and being rejected by the family and not having a family much longer, and them somehow evolving to basically accept that they were loved and that this family will stay with them forever. So overall, I feel that it lacked a few things that I really wanted to see. So that does it for this review of Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Please join us next time where we're going to review Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
We must not trigger the mechanism.
I may have triggered the mechanism.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can find our social media links below. And like always, keep watching movies.